System development. Depending on the size of the project, using technology to speed up the information management process is quite useful. But technology is not an end to itself. It is a tool to help the automatization of a well-designed process. The use of technology can assist in the collection, storage, and distribution information to all stakeholders, but the analysis remains in the hands of the people involved in the project. Selecting the right technology for the right job is not an easy task. The project needs to evaluate the right doses of technology that will help the project. Too much focus on technology can actually hinder the project's ability to operate efficiently, and instead of working with technology, the project ends up working for technology. Deciding to use technology to automate the process should not be done until the information management process is well defined. If the process is not working, then technology will not help at all. On the contrary, it may add more problems, and staff might feel the culprit is the technology and not the process. When deciding to use technology for the project manager information processes, the project manager should take into consideration the following questions. Do we have the adequate skills to use computers? Do we have a well-defined process to automate? How complex is the information management process, and if all project locations have good access to the internet? The purpose of having a technology solution is to facilitate and expedite the handling of large amounts of information. Before the project decides to use technology, a careful analysis should be made on the information management requirements. Technology will not be of any help if the project team doesn't have a good grasp of what is needed. Adding technology for technology's sake will not help. The project manager and the team need to carefully consider the type and complexity of its information management needs to decide the level and complexity of the technology solutions. It can be quite easy for the project team to select a technology solution without first understanding the challenges of using and supporting the technology. When making technology-related decisions, the following activity should be conducted. Perform a cost-benefit analysis of the technology. Identify the level of resources available to the project, both monetary and human resources, and identify the local technical services available to meet the needs of the project and seek best practices from similar projects. A system is only as effective as the people who use it. Accurate workflow design, development of policies and procedures, and adequate training are vital for the successful implementation. Some key elements to remember are that do not automate without reviewing other alternatives. Get input from end users on the system during the design. Develop detailed technical and user documentation, and train staff as close to implementation as possible. One of the most critical steps in developing an automated PMIS is the development of a technology solution that will meet all the information management requirements. For most projects and development organizations, the options are configuring a commercial package or developing a customized solution from scratch. Configuring a commercial package means in most cases that the selected product will not be able to meet certain requirements, and that the project will need to use a careful identification and selection process to choose the system that fills most of its needs, and other methods or tools to fill in the gaps. Here are some of the advantages as well as disadvantages of configuring a commercial package. If the requirements are very unique and there is no commercial package that can satisfy the needs of the project manager might decide to contract a consultant to develop a customized solution that can meet all of the requirements. Here are some of the advantages as well as disadvantages of a customized solution. Whatever decision is made, the project should take into consideration the development of a very detailed statement of work document that will describe the work a system analyst or a software developer should make in order to deliver a solution that meets all requirements. One method is to hire an external consultant, usually from a company with a good history of developing similar systems in the past, who will bid for the contract. To start the process to find a suitable consultant, the project manager with the support from the procurement unit, will develop a request for proposal or RFP that will detail the scope of work the consultant or a system developer will do. Here's a list of the basic content a good RFP should contain: a brief description of the project, the objectives of the system, the project environment, which includes the users and their experience in technology, some of the critical functionality the system might have, and the proposal requirements and instructions.